All right, guys, and welcome back to Just a Couple Guys Talking Football. The Tuesday after week 3. I have to say, one thing that I'm going to say off the top, Tate, as I introduce you, is that might have been one of the best weekends to watch football on Sunday. It was very exciting. It reminded me how much I love the NFL. But Tate, what are your thoughts about on
I
Sunday?
agree. Fortunately, I was at work the entire day, so we weren't too busy. But no, it was every game was close in the morning one. I mean, freaky blocked field goals, missed field goals.
Crazy.
Tampa Bay let the Jets come back. Really exciting games, like great games.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, and I agree with you too. That's why I like NFL better than college. Is
Yeah.
weekends like that.
No, I
So
totally agree with you too. I mean, because I will be honest with you, I was watching on Saturday with the college slate, and I just kind of felt let down.
mhm.
And this isn't a shot at college football at all, but man, the NFL when it wants to take over a Sunday, and I'm talking about Sunday at 12 Central, 11
Yeah,
a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and those games are just great. The red zone's clicking back and forth so fast.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch, and it kind of the parody that was happening, everything that was going on. It was fun to watch. So we are going to review our picks from week 3 with you folks today. So Tate and myself pick every Thursday the money line against the spread and the over under. So last week, money line. Tate, you were 9-7. I was 10-6 on the against the spread. Tate, you were 4-12. I was 6-10. So I hope if anybody's listening to this show, they don't listen to it for gambling purposes.
Yeah,
And then
no.
over under, you were 7-9. I was 6-10. Listen, folks, there was a lot of fun games this Sunday. So I'm gonna always stand by my record. Tate and I are always generally pretty good at picking the winners. As we're starting to discover, parity starts to happen. This is when
Yeah.
home dogs are going to kind of take over. So let's start
I
with
knew I was crazy after our show last week of picking the Raiders and the Patriots. I knew it. I was like, I shouldn't have done that, but we'll let it ride.
well, what's
Um,
funny is I think I picked right there with you on both of those, other than
yeah,
the winners. So,
yeah,
I mean, here's the deal. It's great to see football. It's great to be
yeah.
right on some things, and obviously there's some corrections happening, especially because teams are starting to get settled into what they're trying to do. With the preseason being shortened up, guys aren't practicing together a whole lot. They're not in real live
Mm-mm.
game situations.
Nope.
They've seen 2 games now. Now you're starting to see where they can start to make adjustments, in my opinion. So let's start with that Thursday, Tate. It was Buffalo 31, Miami 21. Both you and I had Buffalo winning. We didn't take Buffalo. We picked Buffalo to cover the spread, which they did not.
Yep.
But it was over 49.5. I mean, listen, this was a last gasp from Miami, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, no,
Um,
I agree totally. Yeah, it was. It should have been worse than that. Actually, Miami fought pretty hard. Um, but yeah, I think it's kind of a. I think McDaniel's is going to be fired. In probably mid-year.
well, I actually thought when I saw the Mike Gundy firing happen today, I was like, well, maybe McDaniels is next because I thought it would just be kind of happening so fast when you have such a
Yeah.
letdown at the beginning of the season. I agree with you. They fought hard, but at the same time, they're just a train wreck to watch. And then Tua turns the ball over. Tua turned the ball over instead of. I was seeing that meme this last week. Uh, my whole thing is they're just the same old Dolphins. Yes, they fought harder this game. It's not going to amount to much. They've got a they've got the Jets coming in on Monday night. I'm really curious to see because they have to win that game. If they don't win that game, McDaniels is done. All right, let's roll into
Yeah.
one of the most exciting games that I was dead wrong. You and I were both dead wrong on, which means, folks, we didn't pick the money line, the spread, or the over under right. That was the Green Bay Packers losing to
Oh
the Cleveland
gosh.
Browns, 13-10. Um, I watched the meltdown happen at my work as well. Tate, it was an
Yeah.
interesting thing to see happen. I want to kind of get your thoughts. I know my thoughts as a Bears fan, what I thought about it, but
I only saw bits and pieces of it. I was way surprised. I showed you the Browns defense is good. Um, yeah, I don't know what's up with all these blocked field goals.
Crazy,
I,
crazy,
I don't
crazy
I
weekend
don't
for it.
understand, but it just shows you too. This is why the NFL is so great. Is any week like there's upsets every week. There's a lot more parity than we all think there is. Like
Right,
every team's these
right.
games are like except for a few teams, but everyone's pretty close on just like if you don't have like four penalties or like a turnover here or you convert a third down, like the whole game changes and just the level of momentum changes. So yeah, this I can't remember like the last couple of years. I think the NFL has the most parity it's ever had. Like,
Uh,
and I think
I
that's what's
will
great about
actually
it.
say that it's been pretty uh common lately that the team that's been towards the bottom of the barrel has won the division at least a couple times in a couple different ways. I mean, my whole thing is it's just so much fun to see, and you're absolutely right. I'm not going to take anything away from Cleveland's defense. Cleveland's defense had a game plan for the Packers. I think the Packers, take it easy, Packers fans, as you listen to this, got their heads a little too high. A little
Yeah.
too high. They did. I think they just thought they're just going to roll Cleveland, and Cleveland wasn't ready to go 0-3, and that was the whole
Mm-mm.
thing. That's what happened in my mind. I mean, Jordan Love had that horrible interception. That might have been one of the worst thrown balls I've seen from him.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if he was just trying to skip it to just get out of the way. Needless to say, the blocks, yes, this was one of the first block games, which I just
Mm-hmm.
like, and they all happened, Tate, as you remember on that Sunday was it was like in a 10-minute span. It was like, oh my god, there's a
Yeah.
block. Oh
Block,
my god,
block,
there's a
block,
block. Oh,
block.
there's a block. Oh, there's a block.
Eagles
So
block, Browns
yeah,
block.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Jets
Eagles,
block.
great segue. Los Angeles Rams 26, Eagles 33, with a
Yep.
block field goal at the end to make the cover
I thought the
happen.
Rams had them all day, and then
I
the Eagles fought hard back in the third quarter and fourth quarter and made it happen. And I thought the Rams were going to walk away with that game, and then something happened that the Eagles
You
are
know
the
what
Eagles.
happened? I think the Eagles finally figured out that they have to, like Barkley and the run game was not working. We have to throw it. That's it.
Yeah, AJ
Okay.
Brown went off.
Yeah, I mean, that's
They finally
finally what
got them the
happened. They
ball.
finally were like, hey, we can't beat this team running. Oh, okay, use our two great wide receivers we have, I guess, and let's just make it happen. I mean, they finally discovered, I think, the whole points of their offense in this game.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I was laughing the whole way because both you and I had the Rams plus 3.5. So I was even like, hey, we both picked the Eagles to win. But if the Rams cover, we look like geniuses in my mind. And I
Mm-hmm.
just kept saying it the whole day. I was like, well, Rams. Everybody kept telling me, Rams don't, Rams don't.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that switch happened. And yeah, that by the way, there was two blocked field goals in that game because they hit him once, I think, early in the third or right before
Yeah.
half, and then they hit him right then, and then because they basically said they noticed he was kicking low, and then Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Davis ran with it to make the cover happen for the Eagles, so that they got the minus 3.5. Very funny to see. You and I both had the money line. We both had the over. We were great there. Rams, tough game. But let's talk about that other team you were talking about a little bit. Let's talk about the Steelers and playing the Patriots. The Steelers took this one down 21-14. Now listen,
Well, how
Tate,
many turnovers did the Patriots have? 5?
I mean, Tate, you and
I
I were
mean,
both
2
dead
in the
wrong on
red
this
zone.
game. You and I were both dead wrong on this game. I picked exactly like you. My whole point is, I thought the Patriots had enough guff to beat them. And I'll be honest with you,
They
yes, you're
did.
right. Minus the turnovers, they probably did have enough guff to beat them.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious to hear your thoughts on the Steelers
I
overall.
think all the Steelers is it shows their veteran coach, veteran quarterback. You, I don't care who you are with them, like you can't keep giving them chances. And I mean, and honestly, for the Steelers to only win by 7 points of how many turnovers? Because I know the Patriots turned the ball over in the red zone twice, and then there
But
was
that's what I'm talking about, Tate. I'm
yeah
saying that I kind of view this game, and yes, you're absolutely right. The veteran leadership on the coaching side and the football side in general is very high with the Steelers. They got somebody that can right the ship on at the quarterback too. But listen, they were lucky to win this game, in my
oh yeah
opinion. I think they were totally lucky to win this game. And that's the part that I'm having to struggle to kind of say, like, everybody's like, hey, man, Steelers are great. Yes.
I don't think
I
they're
mean,
great. No, I don't think they're
but
great by
I
any means.
mean,
But they're a
they're
veteran team. They know how to
like,
win.
I'll tell
The
you,
organization knows how to win.
right. And that's
More
the main
games are
key.
lost than won.
Right. And I will be honest with you, though, people do not sleep on the Patriots this season because they are going to start to put some more things together. Will dumb mistakes happen still? Maybe a little bit, but you will see them start to clean those mistakes
they're
up.
7-win. They're a 7-win team.
So speaking of another blocked field goal game, since we were talking about them at length earlier, the Jets against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We both had Tampa Bay winning. We thought Tampa Bay was going to cover, which they should have.
What was it, 8.5 on that one?
It was 7. I had 7.
Okay.
7. We both had 7.
Yeah, they did. And I think it was a classic. They were up, what was it? Minimum of 14 points. And I think they kind of let off the gas and like kind of tried to coast, and Glenn's team came and kept fighting, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh crap, we got a game now. So
well, and of course, oh crap, they got a game now, and Baker Mayfield just does what he does. It just leads him right down the field. I mean, listen, there's so many chances that this could have been a disastrous loss for the Buccaneers because they were up pretty handily too for a while, and Jets crawled back in. To your point, but the way the Bucs just we just had the craziest thing happen. We're actually losing now, and to just methodically go down the field and just we got it. It's fine. It's got it. And by the way, I think I brought it up last week, but the amount of people that slept on Emeka Egbuka in the first round as a wide receiver is insane. It's insane. Look at how well this guy's playing, and he's a 21st pick overall, 22nd. Why? Hey, Packers, how's Matthew Golden working out for you?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, this is just crazy. So let's roll on. The Indianapolis Colts freight train is still running, 41-20 over the Tennessee Titans. This was a clean sweep, folks. We all had it right. Indianapolis minus 4.5 over 43.5. I mean, listen, they're playing efficient football. Daniel Jones is playing efficient football. Jonathan Taylor is healthy. That's another big deal. They
got a lot of pieces. This team had pieces. They just needed competent quarterback play, and I'm telling you, they're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be they're a playoff team.
No, I'm drinking.
I had a feeling at the beginning of the game that Daniel Jones was going to have a resurgence. I really did. I really did.
Yeah.
I did.
I think the stress of not having New York on his shoulders is helping this man immensely. He's got the job. Run with the job. Your coach is telling you what he needs. I will provide what he needs. And my teammates love me. Let's go.
Because listen, he's got a running game. He's got a decent defense.
Well, how about this? I've never heard that Daniel Jones is a bad guy in anything. I've only heard that, like, oh no, he let us down. I've never heard that Daniel Jones is a bad leader. I've never heard he's a pain. I've never heard any of that. So happy for him. Titans, man. Listen, Cam Ward. I know it's early. But, man, you guys just looked very inept all over the place. I don't need to dive that much in. But I want to laugh about another team that got pretty bad beat. And that's the Carolina Panthers beating the Atlanta Falcons 30-0.
We were wrong on that one.
Oh, well, we were wrong on this one. We were. I had Carolina covering the 5.5. But I did not expect them to win 30-0. I will definitely say that. Tate, early thoughts on this game? Because I kind of have my thoughts, but I want to hear yours first.
Penix Jr. played terrible. It was an old fashioned spanking behind the wood, Chad, is what it was.
I mean, here's the deal. Bryce Young actually played pretty confident. He
was playing good he was playing good the last 3 games of the season last year.
Yeah.
He really was.
Hey, listen, and not only that, I'll be honest with you. I think after the way Atlanta beat Minnesota the week before, I think a lot of us were like, man, Atlanta's really got something going here. You know, like, look at them go. And they just, like, literally tripped down five stairs backwards.
Minnesota's finally got a starting quarterback now. last week they didn't have a starting quarterback, so.
Well, we can segue right into that one. I don't.
Yeah, because I mean, let's face it,
48 to
JJ.
10, 48 to
Yeah,
10.
good old JJ McCarron, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah. By the way, he's out of the walkie boot. He's several weeks out. That's what I read today. He's out of the walkie boot. You know, he's got to do a handstand perfectly.
He's not the answer there. I'm telling you, he's not the answer. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is, but you got competent quarterback play.
Well, okay. All right. First off, absolutely agree.
A lot of turnovers, though, too, they got.
Man, Cincinnati. I will tell you this. There should be some hot seat in Cincinnati. And I know it's not Zach Taylor's fault, but man, you just can't look that inept with all you had. Okay, so yes, you're missing Joe Burrow. Jake Browning's been there. He's been the backup forever. Yes, you will see a drop. I should not see the worst, offensively game played all weekend.
Yes.
Because, I mean, Isaiah Rodgers had 2 run backs. He had a pick 6, and then he also knocked Noah Fant, like stripped him on the tackle and came up with the ball. It was unbelievable. I mean, listen, Minnesota. Yes, Carson Wentz actually is competent enough. He got the ball to Justin Jefferson a couple times beautifully. He really did. He just was like, put it right where he needed to. TJ Hawkinson was alive in that game. So it goes to show you that, yes, I agree with you that J.J. McCarron, in your mind, McCarthy to everybody else in the world, is, by the way, he's going to be very, very gingerly taking care of this ankle problem, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's the long and the short of it. But let's go to another game that you and I did not believe. I believe it in the winner, but I was wrong in everything else. That was the Las Vegas Raiders getting killed by Marcus Mariota and the Commanders 41-24.
Well, I guess old Cliff Kingsbury doesn't look so bad, huh?
I actually, you know what? I'm going to put this more on the Raiders than I'm going to put it on the Commanders.
Yeah.
Other than Dan Quinn, did you see Dan Quinn with the bloody nose?
Like, he got smacked out of bounds pretty bad.
He looked like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, I thought the Raiders were a lot better at this point.
Yeah,
that's why I picked them.
I'm with you.
With Jaden Daniels being gone and Marcus Mariota starting, and plus Pete Carroll had Dan Quinn on his staff. I just thought the Raiders would squeak one out here. Yeah, the Raiders aren't good. Geno Smith isn't the answers. The Raiders would probably beat the Broncos right now, but
hang on. Slow down. Put the gun down. We don't have to go to our teams yet.
But yeah, no. It was one of those games that Mariota ran the hell out of the ball, and
I mean, here's the thing that it showed in that, and to me, was Mariota ran the system he was given right in front of him. And to be shocked, here's my thing of why I put it more on the Raiders. As a defense, it's a backup quarterback, and he's only going to do what Cliff Kingsbury tells him to do. He's not going to go off script. He can't do it. He's not that kind of guy. Yes, he won the Heisman at one point. He's not that guy anymore. So why wouldn't you build your defense to be like, hey, let's try to beat Cliff Kingsbury's offense, not try to beat Mariota. Because that's what I think what happened was they were trying to play for Mariota's strengths, and he just was running the offense, and Cliff Kingsbury does know how to call to somebody's strengths and kind of work around people. That's why I was kind of shocked by that myself. And yeah, you know what? Pete Carroll should know Dan Quinn. And Ashton Genty not being used a whole lot. I mean, Trey Tucker went ballistic, I think, in this game. But here's the deal. Geno, I'm with you, Tate. What's going on? Listen, you got to start him in Seattle, and they didn't want you.
He's a bridge quarterback. He's a backup quarterback. That's what he is.
It's starting to show a little bit that way. Speaking of quarterback play, Jacksonville Jaguars beating the Houston Texans 17-10. Tate, you and I were dead wrong on this one.
Yeah.
I thought listen, I'm going to say this. I've been hearing it talked about for the last couple of days. There's trouble in Houston. There's trouble.
Yeah.
There's trouble.
Yeah, I know there is.
Something's going on.
Yeah, and I don't know what is going on, but yeah, there's definitely trouble. They're 0-3.
And by the way, 14-9, they lost the first game. The second game, I can't even remember who they played, but I remember it was tight, going back and forth. It was the Monday night game against Tampa. Tampa won in the last minute of the game. you should beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that's why I'm kind of shocked. There's something going on. It's something because there's something not making sense with D'Amico Ryan or the players. I just kind of wanted to kind of get your readout on it.
Yeah, they're not responding. CJ Stroud doesn't look. He looks like he's having a junior year slump too. Um, it's just not clicking. Sometimes these quarterbacks they come in and they have a good rookie year, and then they never really turn it on again. But I mean, CJ Stroud did have a good last few games last year, and then postseason. But there's just something not clicking. Their running game's not clicking. Something's off.
So, like, here's my point about CJ Stroud. He was really great. Surprised us all the first year. Second pick overall. I'm going to beat the first pick. Blah 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 blah. Had growing pains the second year, but came back. I called him. Said he would. Said this would be trouble, but they still won the division. Like I called, I was like, "Yep, makes sense." The way he's questioning things and calling out people's demeanor and some of that in the press, I wonder if he's not clicking with the coaching. And I wonder if it's going to come to this in Houston if they have to pick the coaching tree or the star player, because they might be that
star player,
and they're good. Of course they are. I mean, Houston has a record of picking the star player over numerous problems. Oh, I digress. Okay, quick game that we don't have to talk about long. We were clean sweep on this one. Seattle beating the crap out of New Orleans 44-13. I mean, it was
didn't even watch it.
Didn't even watch it. I watched the highlight there. Seattle minus 7.5 over 41.5.
Didn't see one highlight of that game or the Niners game.
Okay. Well, speaking of the Niners, you and I were very similar. We had Niners winning. We had them covering. They had to have some luck at the end to kind of come through. Eddie Pinheiro, though, nails a kick for them, which just makes me laugh that Eddie Pinheiro has become this mercenary kicker. Because I remember when the Bears got him, and he was so nervous about kicking. He could barely even kick. And now he's like out there nailing the kicks he needs to. Listen, Arizona's fighting hard, and a lot harder than people think. San Francisco has problems with injuries. They're piling up already, but San Francisco's 3-0. They're 3-0. They actually lead that division right now. 3-0. So
they won't for very much longer. Rams are going to take it.
So, all right, now let's rewind. We're going to go first to Tate. I'm just going to say this is a clean sweep for us. We had the Chargers. We had the Chargers minus 2.5, and we had the under 45.5. The game finished Chargers 23, Broncos 20. All I'm going to say is, we talked about this briefly, but all I'm going to say is, you guys came back and had 17 unanswered points at one point. What happened? You tell me.
Terrible play calling still. They had the Chargers had 29 first downs to the Broncos 9. Sean Payton is now 2-8 versus in one score games. He's now 1-6 versus Jim Harbaugh. Was it 9 penalties for 90 yards? So you basically give him a touchdown there. I mean, just stupid penalties. Like, we got Nick Bonito lining in the neutral zone on a punt. I think it was first or second drive. Troutman, who had the crucial face mask against the Colts last week, lined up in a neutral zone on a third down play that turned into being a first down. Just bad penalties. I've had some time to think about this, and I talked to you right after the game, and I was very upset. It was also like, I knew they weren't going to win this game. To me, what's so upsetting is, what the heck are we doing, like, on offense? He is just literally throwing stuff against the wall, thinking it's going to stick. I must have this personnel grouping with this play call. They can barely get a play on in time. It's 3 weeks in a row. Bo Nix overthrows Cortland Sutton twice and Marvin Mims once. Wide open. That would have been scores. They connect on those. Those are touchdowns, and they're going to win the game. It's just very frustrating right now. What the heck are we doing? I'm fine with Bo. He's a young quarterback. In fact, his whole rookie class is struggling right now. Caleb Williams finally had a good game against
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Cowboys.
whoa, 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 whoa! I will have my day in the sun in a
But we
second.
know that's not gonna be consistent
Sure,
because
sure.
he's a head case. But like all I'm saying is it's just frustrating, and like this is what I was telling you like on our very first episode about the Broncos is the hype. Like what hype are you talking about? Hype up your team, but don't do this crap to the media. Like all you're doing is putting a target on your back, and like what hype is there? Like we're not consistent. We
Okay,
can't.
all right,
We
all right.
you know we had like 19 like what was it 20 or 12 freaking third and 8 plus. It was
All right,
ridiculous.
I'm going to pull you back from the ledge for just a second, and I'm going to agree with you on a bunch of points. And a couple of them are number one, the hype was crazy for the Broncos.
Yeah,
It
retarded.
was. It was. Now the last couple games, the way they've lost has been brutal. It's been brutal, and also been 2 games that you could have easily won. Which, if you're looking at the Broncos at 2-1 or 3-0 rather than 1-2, you're thinking
Also could have been 0-3 too. Could have easily lost to the Titans.
Could have, did
Should have.
not. But here's the deal. I totally agree with you that the Bo Nix and Sean Payton thing is going through a lot of work. I'm wondering who's going to be the next person for Bo Nix. He likes Sutton, but he overthrows. Like he needs some kind of other outlet, and I don't know who. If
PJ, they don't run shallow crosses. They don't run crossing routes. They run bubble screens, swing passes, and then a deep post or a fade. They don't attack the middle of the field. They don't. Like he is not. I have no idea what this offense is. And then we got the fly sweeps.
Well, okay, and then you know what? Sorry, to my last point too, and I brought this up over the phone call conversation, and I'm sorry, folks, we should never do that to you. We'll make sure that we save it for the show. J.K. Dobbins is ready to take over the pressure of some of this offense.
Yeah,
he's ready. He's got the shoulders. He's making plays. He's running the ball long, getting ready to score, doing all these things. Why can't you, Sean? Use J.K. Dobbins as a pressure point
because Sean is in his head. Sean is in his head, and he's always got to be like, "Oh, they got me figured out." Even though using J.K. Dobbins last drive scored us a touchdown, and the play designs were great.
Listen,
but next offensive possession, we're gonna go 3 and out. We're not gonna use him. He's not even gonna be on the damn field.
So
it's so stupid.
Comparison for me is like, if Dan Campbell went after David Montgomery ran that ball for 75 yards last night, he was like, "Pull David. He doesn't have it."
Yeah, that's what he does.
Pull him out. He
goes, "They're on to us." This is what's going through Sean Payton's head. They're on to us. They're on to us. They got us figured out. I gotta flip the whole game plan now.
This is it. No, I gotta change it. I gotta change it.
So whatever. I'm obviously very passionate about the Broncos.
No, wait, whoa.
But but I'm not all doom and gloom either. Now, if we lose to the Bengals next week, we're gonna lose to the Eagles the week after that. But if we lose to the Bengals, then this town's gonna implode. But whatever. Okay, it was a game that
let's slow down. Nobody's imploding yet. You guys are gonna
We lose to the Bengals, this town's
okay, all right, done. Hang on, pause.
Yeah.
Before you go into your Bengals pregame, let's talk about the game that we're both right on. Actually, you were a clean sweep on this one. And that was a aforementioned Chicago Bears beating the Dallas Cowboys 31-14. I had Chicago winning. I had Chicago covering the 1.5, of course. I had over 50.5. You had under. Tate, I'm going to take the stage here for a minute, and
I don't got
much.
I'm
going to say
I'm just happy the Cowboys lost.
I know you were happy for the Cowboys loss, and I'll be honest with you. There was there was a lot of great plays in this game. The Tyreek Stevenson ripping it out of Javonte Williams' hands on a really long run really turned the game around. Rome Odunze is obviously the number one here in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
That is not being argued about at all. I will tell you this too, Tate. The flea flicker play might have just turned around this whole season. I'm not. I just booked my tickets, folks.
Maybe
to see the player because it just might have saved this whole season. Because The Bears don't make that play happen. They don't. They just that play does not work. Like the pitch back was so high. I'm like, oh my God, Caleb's good. Like the watching people's reaction to that play was crazy. So, but at the end of the day, the Bears played inspired football because I think there was a big point that people were forgetting. Matt Eberflus being on the other side, folks. That meant for the Bears players, but let's also be honest. Ben Johnson against Matt Eberflus's defense has averaged over 30 points a game. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So, guess what? Ben Johnson was also very excited because he knew what was going to happen. Dallas's defense is obviously beat up. The Bears' defense is beat up, but they made some plays and made it happen. Really shocked. And also, I'm not going to say this too. CeeDee Lamb going out was a big help for us to try to bottle him in because who were they going to?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. CeeDee Lamb's healthy. The Cowboys are trash team, trash organization. Thank God they lost.
I mean, see, hopefully Tate. By the way, did you see that ankle get rolled up on the replay? Oh, that's a high ankle sprain like nobody's business.
Yeah.
All right, we don't need to go on and on, but yes, like I said, folks, Bears believer over here, big time. Getting ready to talk about him on Thursday. Okay, Kansas City on the Sunday night slate was one of the most boringest primetime games for the second Sunday night in a row.
I turned it off.
I mean, seriously, folks. Sorry, NBC, but how are you? Like, look at how exciting the morning games were. We had exciting afternoon games, a few of them. You get stuck with that. You get stuck with 22-9.
Should have had the Chargers,
By the way, Russell Wilson already got benched.
Good.
I mean,
he's a backup.
We shocked by that? Are we shocked?
No,
by that, folks?
He's a backup. No. Like we said, he has one or two games a year, like he does against the Cowboys. He's not consistent. He's terrible. What was it? 4th and goal, and he hits the crossbar. He's a backup, and he should probably retire too. I honestly would start Jameis Winston.
Well, they're going.
If I'm the Giants, I know they are, but I would start Jameis Winston.
I'll tell you this. I think Jameis Winston is a better backup to Jackson Dart than Russell Wilson because I think Russell Wilson is a head case. I think he's become so egotistical. I mean, and I know it sounds weird, but I just don't see. Like, I don't think it's registered to him that he's not Russell Wilson anymore. He's just not.
Yeah,
he doesn't have it anymore. And people have figured him out at this speed. And that's the thing. I think the key to him was when in
But you know what's hilarious? Two teams have wasted, I guess, I guess the Broncos are paying him.
3 Broncos, Steelers, and the Giants have wasted.
Broncos are paying him. 2 teams have wasted on him, thinking that there's still something with him. Is the Steelers and
wait, and this is a point I want to ask you, and I don't, Russell stinks. That's fine. Kansas City. I think something's going on there. And listen, but okay, what do you make of the Andy Reid bumping Travis Kelce?
It's Travis Kelce. He's a baby. He's a baby,
right?
This team does not know has never been in the dumps like this. When everyone's together, with Patrick Mahomes together and Kelce, I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to figure it out, and they're going to be right there with the Chargers in the AFC West.
I think the Chargers are winning the AFC West. I really think so.
I think right now they are.
Out and you beat the 3 teams.
Yeah.
3 teams right away, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not until it's until they're out. Like I'm still on the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I've seen too much of this crap.
If it bleeds, we can kill it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I get it. So I
get
it.
Yeah, he's Travis Kelce's lost a step too.
Big time.
This is his last year.
This is what it's just. Yeah. It is his last year, and I don't mean to jump in here, but the Travis Kelce thing. Like, why are you complaining at the head coach about what's going on? Probably you're not. What's going on is if you're going up there and yelling at him about it. Get out of here. So they obviously
he did. He's done it. He's done it several times, and I'm telling you, if it happens again. Andy Reid's going to get tired of it. Like, I know he's tired of it, but he's going to make a scene and, kick him out of the game or bench him.
I could see it going that way. Listen, I know that football's passionate, and I know it's super competitive and guys getting in each other's guys' faces over nothing sometimes, but a coach and a player, that's different. Kelsey bumped him before. Reed bumped him this time. I don't know if it was payback, whichever. Doesn't matter. Don't need to get caught up on that. I really want to hear your thoughts from last night. Detroit, 38-30.
Yeah, we both had the Ravens, huh?
We all had the Ravens. Tate, I have the Ravens in the Super Bowl winning. And after watching that game with Lamar Jackson last night, I had to rethink it. Go ahead. Tell me what you thought.
Hey, Lamar's trying to throw the ball instead of running it all the time. And I commend him for it. He's trying. It's just not working. That's my whole theory on Lamar. Very good quarterback. I just don't think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Gosh, I mean, what did he have? Like, what does he have for the season? 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions? I think I saw that.
I think you might be right on that factor for sure. I mean, yeah, to be honest with you.
I don't know. They pulled Derrick Henry. Like even before he fumbled that, I was telling the guys at work, I'm like, why aren't they feeding him the rock?
Henry? Why aren't they running? Right?
Why aren't they running the ball? Why are they throwing it every play? Like they weren't out of like the game was right there. So I'm really questioning the play calling some on their the offense. Hey, lines are back. Lines are back, baby. The wrinkles are out with all the new coaches. The lines are back.
Yeah. Okay, so
they're back. They're healthy. Look at Hutchinson. Point. Was a complete animal on defense.
He looked good.
And like he broke his leg. What week was that last week?
Yeah.
Later in the season, and he's back already.
He's already back.
They're back. Yeah. They're back. The Lions are back. I'm going to
be honest with you that the Lions defense came ready to play. Calvin Shepard called a great game. I'm not going to take anything away from him. I'm going to argue one point with you about the Lamar Jackson thing. He does have 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Last night was not him being quarterback. It was him not launching the ball as a quarterback. And then he was like, oh, I'm just going to run and get out of this. Like he was like halfway scrambling his head going, wait, I should run now. And then all of a sudden they're bottled.
Thinking too much.
He's thinking too much, man. Like let the ball go. And listen, Derrick Henry fumbled for the 3rd straight game. Okay, and it cost him 2 of the games. Okay, sure. Listen, I agree with you too. Why were they not feeding the rock to Derrick Henry to wear down that defense? Because guess what, folks? You know what makes you tired? Trying to tackle Derrick Henry over and over and over again. Because guess what you're going to get tired of doing? Man,
but what about this Ravens defense? It's so good too. I mean, they're getting schooled.
And hey, let's be honest. They got pushed around, by the way, offensively.
This isn't the only game. This isn't the only game this season it has been. So I don't think the Ravens right now, a lot of football left, folks.
Yeah.
But right now they're not like the Ravens of last year. Not yet.
Well,
can they?
You know what? But they start slow. I get it. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, the Lions definitely look like they got some things figured out. Defensively, offensively, they got Gibbs running, Montgomery running, which is a 1-2 punch. They're both very good. They've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. They got Jamison Williams. They've got pieces. Sam Laporta wasn't a huge part of that offense last night, but had really great blocks, had really crucial catches. Yes, I think that Detroit has figured it out offensively. And I'll be honest with you, I know everybody was rushing to crown the Packers as the NFC North champs after 2 games against, and yes, one of them was Detroit. I'm going to shake this up a little bit. The Packers got pushed around a little bit on Sunday. That's why I stuck by my Detroit winning the division, because that's what I think that will happen. All right, hey, listen, folks, that's all that we got for you today on the Tuesday after week 3. Stay tuned Thursday. The P's with PJ and Tate. Yes, our records might have to say that we might have to change the headliner to Tate with PJ, but we will see.
The listeners have known that now, but
yeah, for a while now, right?
No, their listeners like, who the heck is this guy?
Well, yes, we will see you soon. Yeah. And that's it. Good show.
Good show. Yeah, good job. Yeah, way to keep it short.
Yeah, that was my main key.